Hello my dear students, today we will start the what is the basic electrical engineering course. So this course is regarding to the especially first year students. So what is the basic electrical engineering, then we will see this. I am considering particularly for VTU syllabus, okay, so of Karnataka state. So first let us introduce myself, okay. So my name is Shashidhar, okay. I completed MTech in Power Electronics, so currently working in RYMEC of Ballari, okay. And I had a past experience in various colleges. So my past experience is in completely in Hyderabad. So from the last 3 years I am working here. This is my introduction. So this is about myself, okay. So I think so it's enough for us. Whatever about myself, it is enough. So let us go into the topic, okay. So let us go to the topic. Just give me some time to change the preferences because the pen is somewhat strong, it is showing. Right, thank you. Right, so whenever you see the syllabus here, so basic electrical engineering, so actually it is particularly designed for first sem and second sem students, having of internal marks of 40, external of 60. So 60 they will give for 100 marks, okay, they will give for 100 marks only. Then 40 we will give 30 marks for test and as well as the 10 marks for assignment. This is of everybody students the order, just I am informing once again. And if you see the course code, so that is 1-3 for first semester and 2-3 for second semester, and the credits are getting by passing this subject is you are going to get 3 credits here. So I am teaching this I think so this is the 4th batch I am taking the same subject. So I became an expert in this subject because that's why I have started a series of lectures based on this basic electrical engineering. So this is of a basic course. If you have the fundamentals of the basic mathematics, so you require a basic mathematics fundamentals, then somewhat physics, okay, so which you have studied in the lower classes, physics lower classes. So that's all. This is the prerequisites which are required for the dealing of this subject. So when you take the module 1, module 2, here 5 module system is there. So if you take a 5 module system, here we are having a 5 modules. So in this 5 modules we are having each module is consisting of 2 parts. Each module is having 2 parts here, okay. So 2 parts are different, and you will get some 10 questions. 10 questions you have to answer. That means each module will give 2 questions here. For example, here I am writing for the first one. So that is the first module, it will get 2 questions, second module 2 questions, like that 5 modules you are going to get the 10 questions. So out of 10, actually they are given, I will show in the syllabus only, they will give some sub questions also. So sub questions they are giving 3 questions minimum. So each question is consisting of A, B, C, like that. The sub questions are there. So they are dividing the marks for this sub questions. So each question will carry the 20 marks here. So if the 5 questions you have to write, 5 questions you have to write here. So you will get the doubt. So it will become 100 marks. So this 100 marks they are scaling it to 60 marks. Okay, they are converting to 60 marks. So 100 marks is equals to 60. If you are getting 100 marks, if you are getting 100 marks is equals to 60. So if you are getting some x marks, means they were converting like this. So x by 100 into 60, like that they are converting. So you are going to get whatever the marks you are getting, that is x will be multiplied by 0.6, okay. So that is what the calculation they are doing. So this is of information about the so what is the prerequisites required for the subject, and what are the modules are there, how many modules are there, how many questions you are going to get. So this is of introduction of this basic electrical engineering. and it is there for especially some physics group. For physics group is also there, some chemistry group is also there. So in the chemistry group actually you are having the electronics part, so that is also one of the important subjects for electrical engineering and communication students. So physics cycle, it is carrying off this basic electrical engineering subject. So we will start with the syllabus, then we will enter into a series of lectures here. So what is the basic electrical engineering, what is the importance, you can see. So branch, so if you see here, so normally the students feel that especially electrical and electronics students, except those students, if you consider that CSE, civil, every branch it is having, it is mechanical, it is having all, it is a compulsory subject for all branches whatever it may be. So you have to study and you have to complete this subject also. So don't feel it is not our subject or it is a other branch subject, it is not like that. So if you see here, so C data, C language will be studied by all, it is not particularly for CSE only. So it is of importance is there for C language, for every students it is mandatory. Like that basic electrical is also is mandatory, because if you take a CSE, if you take a CPU, in the CPU you will have the transformer is a electrical device. So like this there is some connection is there for each and every branch, so that's why they are given this subject. So don't feel that it is a different branch subject or it is not our subject. Okay, so please remove that mentality from your mind first of all. Thank you. Right, we will see, just I will erase everything. You see, when you see the syllabus, if you see the syllabus here, so it is basic electrical engineering. Actually it is consisting of three, it is showing here three modules, module 1, module 2 and module 3. So module 4 and 5 is also there. So it is consisting of, you see here, different parts will be there. If you observe clearly, each module is consisting of two parts here. So DC circuits, AC fundamentals. So actually this is a continuation here. Okay, there is a continuation for this part, and this is the extension for this single phase AC circuit, extension of three phase circuits. Like this it is given. Next we will have the transformer, and when you go for the next when you went for, so if you see the next page, so here you can see the domestic wiring here. So domestic wiring is also one of the part of the third module. And if you see the fourth module 4 is here, DC generator, DC motors, and module 5 is also there. So 3-phase synchronous generator, 3-phase induction motor. These are the so if you see the levels, so this is the learning levels, L1, L2 and L3 are learning levels, right? So if you see these modules, so each module is, if you observe clearly, each module is consisting of a parts here. That is how many parts here? 2 parts. 2 parts will be there for each module. You are going to get 10 questions. You have to write 5. Each question will carry the 20 marks. So and if you consider the textbooks are preferably is given by the universities. Basic electrical engineering by Kulshrestha. This is also one of the good textbook, as well as the first I will prefer this textbook because so in this textbooks it is clearly it is given. So what is the colorful diagrams it is given, and clearly explanation is also very good in the VK Mehta. I am following VK Mehta and Rohit Mehta Yashchand textbooks. And if you see the reference books, so in the reference books one of the excellent book is you can follow, that is Kothari and Nagarat, that is a textbook. And Hughes is also one of the textbook, it is given by the university, foreign author. And BL Taraja and Yashchand, this is one of the popular textbooks. So one book is enough, and if you understand the concept there is no need of books also, but a practice is required. So what you have to is, you have to make a practice of problems. So you have to do the practice of problems is very very important. That is you have to concentrate on the problems, right? If you see the so what it is given here, so see the question paper pattern. So if you see the question paper pattern, it is consisting of the, actually the question is having a 10 questions, okay, 10 questions here. So each question is set for 20 marks here, and there will be a 2 questions from each module. Each of 3 questions will consisting of maximum with 3 sub questions. This you have to study. So 3 sub questions you are going to see for each question, and the students should answer 5 full questions. So how many marks you are going to get? So 100 marks you are going to write the exam, but they are scaling for 60 marks, okay, that is what you have to remember. So you are going to attempt for 100 marks, but they are scaling for 60 marks because the internal it is having of 40 marks. Internal is carrying of 40 marks. So this 40 marks is also divided as 30 plus 10. So 10 for assignment question. So whatever the assignment are given by the faculty, if you complete within the time, they will give the 10 marks. That is the pattern of the question paper. So I will show the question papers also, previous papers if you observe. So there is no problem with the theory questions. Previous papers if you observe, theory questions are very easy, but the problems are, students are not expecting that the problems what they are going to get, because they are lagging of practice. That's all. Not only my subject, and I am seeing engineering students, first year students, they are lagging in practice. If you are not practicing any subject, whether it is a mathematics or basic electrical or physics or whatever it may be, so if practice is lagging, so you won't get a good marks. So if you get a good marks in the first year, you will get some confidence, right? So when we move the so there is a laboratory is also there. So in this subject, for this subject the laboratory is also given. So in this I think so it is from 2018 onwards it was introduced laboratory. Before that it was not there. 2018 onwards they are introduced the laboratory for the subject also. In the lab you are going to see experimentally what you are going to study here. Experimentally you are going to see what you are going to study here. So you, that is the advantage from the laboratory you can gain. So you can gain the knowledge by seeing practically whatever you are studied already. Let us see, for example, I will write the 3-phase circuits. If you take a 3-phase circuits, so if you take a 3-phase circuits, in the 3-phase circuits normally you are able to study the star connection, delta connection, and power measurement. These are the 3 important topics what you are going to study, but these are all there in the experiments, are there in the lab. That is the advantage of laboratory. So please utilize the lab also properly. So we will start we will start with module 1, then we will go for solving of previous papers, then we will come back for the module 2, and again the previous papers, module 3 previous papers, like that we will move on. So that is the idea I am having. So with this I think so the syllabus is covered now. So we will see the I want to see this laboratory syllabus also. I will show the laboratory syllabus. Please see the laboratory syllabus what it is given. So this is the list of experiments. Actually the list of experiments it is given here. So actually totally 8 you have to do, 8 experiments you are going to do, and this KCL and KVL it is also there in the theory part. So this is one of the practical experiment. Why we are using this LEDs now, you can understand by using this second experiment, okay. Then what is the resistance, inductance, so it is also there in the second module. So this is the derivation of the phase and line quantities. That's what I told here. Star delta connection you are going to study. So what is the relation between the phase quantities and line quantities. Measurement of power using a 2 wattmeter method, and 2-way and 3-way control of the lamp is also there, which is there practically you are going to see in your daily life. It is also there in the lab. So measurement of earth resistance, what is the earth resistance importance, that is also there in the theory part. So you are going to see the experiment here. And effect of open circuit and short circuit. Normally we will listen the word it is getting short circuited. What is the meaning of that we are going to see. So this entirely in the experiments. So next if you see there are some demonstration experiments is also there. So there are demonstration of 3-4 experiments is also given. So according to the syllabus there is what is a fuse and what is a MCB. Daily life we will see what is a fuse and what is a MCB. Then what is the electrical machines. What we are doing is we are opening up of the electrical machines and showing the different parts of this electrical machines. That is what we are doing in as the demonstration experiment. And what is the understanding of AC and DC supply, that is what we are doing. So this is their certain language. And understanding of UPS means already uninterrupted power supply, that is there for computers we are using. I think so UPS we are using for computers, which was very popular, so which we are using for the computers. This is about the lab. So when you take the lab code, it is I forgot, it is also there for first sem and second sem. Lab code, it is 18 ELE 1727. So it is also having a 40 marks internally, external is 60 marks. So external will be conducted for 100 marks and they are converting the scale to 60 marks. Here also the same procedure. So there are some viva voice is there, records is there, attendance is there. There are some marks will be different, but the scaling will be the same. So I think so you understand what is the syllabus and how to study the basic electrical engineering. I will give the idea how to study the basic electrical engineering. So thank you for today's class. We will continue a series of lecture. Stay tuned for this channel. So share for your friends. For your friends' sake, you share, like, subscribe this channel. Thank you for listening the class. We will stop for today.